Okay, the next step to get inside to the mainframe is to remove these screws here up on the top, and then this plate comes off, revealing more screws. Remove all the screws on the top here, and then come down here and remove the screws there and there. Okay? After removing all the screws, the top cover, and then these screws here, you can pull it straight out. Alright. And be mindful of these clips here. Make sure they don't fall off here, or else you're not gonna be able to get the screw back in there. Alright? Those were very important. Don't lose those. They might drop out. Okay, in order to gain access to the speed sensor 116 that is down here, we're going to have to remove these two screws and get this cover off. If your original issue was with the computer not getting speed sensing or speed readings, with the covers off, come down here and check this pulley and make sure it has a magnet. Okay, that one. And make sure it crosses the path of the speed sensor there. You can check the positioning of the sensor. Okay, it must be that close in order to get a reading. If it's farther away, you can take off this glue and push it forward. To check your positioning of the speed sensor 116, you can directly connect the console to the wire here and give the tread a few turns to see if it's getting any speed readings. Alright, there we go. We're getting some speed readings, okay? On your unit, if it's not getting speed readings, you can remove the glue here and push it forward in more so that it gets closer to the magnet and retry. If it does not get speed readings, that means that the wire is bad. It needs to be swapped out, and I'll show you how to do that now. Alright, to free up the sensor wire, we're going to cut off some zip ties here on the mainframe. There's one right here for it. Okay, free that up. And then there's two here. And this one here. Okay. Alright, and that frees up the wire. Okay, to swap in the new sensor here, just back out this screw. Okay. And then just pull the wire out. Okay, like that. Put the screw back in. Alright, don't tighten it down all the way. Get the new speed sensor in. Alright, tighten it down. Make sure that this is horizontal. Alright. At this time, after installing the speed sensor there, you can connect it directly to the console and press start to check that it's coming across the magnet there. Okay, there's a speed sensor and then there's the magnet. Okay, that it's crossing and that it's detecting. To make sure that it's detecting, you look here. Okay, and the mouse per hour is not counting nothing. So that means the speed sensor needs to go in more. Okay, make sure it doesn't hit the ribs. Okay, here comes the magnet. Okay, it doesn't hit. Now go to the console. Okay, now we're getting some measurements there, so that's good. Okay, so now we checked the speed sensor and it's working properly. Now proceed to the next step. And then put the wire back how it was with the strap tie. Okay, cut off the excess. Alright, and then route the rest of the cable over here to the other section. Okay, once you've checked the operation of the sensors and that they're good, it's time to route the wires. You're going to grab the speed sensor wire and wrap it around here first in this hole. That way it'll clear the flywheel over here underneath so it won't be in the way. Okay, don't tighten that one up yet. And then grab that wire and put it into the zip tie where you began to strap the speed sensor 116. Okay, and then tighten it down. And give it a pull so it's tight. Pull the wire so it's tight. Okay. Okay, now grab both wires and insert them into this rectangle hole in the upright post 106. And grab them in through the hole here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put another zip tie here. Okay, when the wires are all zip tied up, go ahead and clip off the excess. Alright. Alright, and get the 2-prong wire and connect it to the other one. Alright, till they clip. And throw that one back up in there. You can throw the tension cable in there. Alright, and then put the round cap 106 back in. Alright, now proceed to install the covers. First, let's put this cover here back on. Okay, there we go, it's back on. Now the big cover. Okay, once again, make sure that you got the gold clips in place and that they didn't fall out or shift out. Okay, to get the cover back on, I recommend releasing these 2 screws. Okay, because there's a lip on there, you got to get this other cover underneath it. Okay, now you can lift that up. Get the cover. You might have to open this up a little bit to get it over the upright post 6. Slide it straight on. Lift up the little cover. There you go. Okay, before you start putting the screws in, it helps to take a look to see that your screw holes for the bolts are aligned with the hole so you can get them in there. This one right here, I can't see the hole, so that means I need to pull the cover off and slide the golden bracket a little bit to the right. Alright, there's a little bracket. I need to shift it over a little bit. Alright, that should work. Okay, now that'll work. I can work with that. And I'll get all your screws back in there on the first cover, and then screw down the other plate. Okay. And congratulations, you checked all the wires, swapped in the ones that needed to be swapped, and checked it out and got it back up and running.